I deadheaded this plant, what, 2 weeks ago? And hallelujah, it came back into beautiful full bloom. It'll be done in probably, a couple days, and then I'll deadhead it again. And my goal is to get at least 2 more blooms from it, full blooms, by the end of the summer. Now to jump into the much needed deadheading out here in the front yard. Not just deadheading, but cutting back all the iris foliage so that other plants can have their turn in the sun. Roses need to be done. These gorgeous Shasta daisies, I'm going to cut most of them and take them to my father's grave and try to get this plant to grow a little more thick and a little shorter. I'm not sure if that'll be possible with this variety of daisies, but we're going to give it a try. And obviously the roses, oh, my poor John F. Kennedy roses. They need some love and attention. Well, I caught the culprit when it comes to my hummingbird feeder. It is the wasps, as I suspected, and they are just sucking them dry. And only once have I seen a hummingbird anywhere near this, and it was him coming and finding it empty and then flying away. Suggestions, ideas of how to keep the wasps out of my hummingbird food. There has to be a way. All right, my flower bed is looking very empty, quite naked. I'm almost done. I've got to do the herbs over there and of course the Shastas and put that bouquet together. I went ahead and did some shaping. Oop, missed one. Some shaping, missed another, on the roses and some of the other plants while I was at it, just to get them more how I want them to look, which is a process over time. And now that I've done that, you can see very clearly there's a ton of weeds and vines taking over, things that I am going to have to take care of. But darn it, it's getting too hot. And Monday, we're gonna have a serious cool down. So that will be the perfect day to pull weeds, get that. I'm gonna soak this really well first, probably Sunday night, so that it'll be really easy to just dig them all the way up. And then go ahead and plant new plants in all of these empty spaces. Other than where I've had to cut everything back in order to give other things that are already here room to breathe, like for instance that little columbine right there. And then I have a teeny tiny hollyhock right over here that just needed access to the sun. So we won't plant anything right by those, try to give them a chance to grow, but we will fill in some of these other places with assorted, most likely perennials, maybe a little bit of annuals, but this is a perennial garden, and I have done annuals in the past, but they always just frustrate me because they don't come back like all of my fabulous perennials. So I think this year I'm going to focus on filling it in with just perennial flowers. So much more work to do. I have done a little bit of trimming in the other gardens as well. As you can see, my front yard is full. This is where I have the kids help. They are in the house watching a movie right now, but tomorrow morning I will have them come out and clean all of this up. All of this. And that's a way that they can help, and I can rest my foot a little bit as I'm trying really hard to let it heal, and they get to be part of the process. So there you go. Yeah, it's kind of tacky to leave all that on my lawn, but I don't care. It's all good. Look at how much that has taken over there. Oh, and then these are the flowers that I showed you guys earlier this year. They hadn't bloomed yet, and I still have not been able to identify them. I'm going to try this app where you take a picture, and that should help us. But if you recognize these right away, please tell us in the comments. This is why I have not completely torn them out, and because it's going to be a huge effort if I were to completely tear them out. They send runners down, as you can see. They go everywhere, and I would have to take out these rocks completely, holy cow, what a chore, in order to completely eradicate these. But then, you know, when I'm seriously thinking about getting rid of them, of course, then they bloom, and the blooms are gorgeous, and so then I put those thoughts out of my head. Oh, that's the way it goes, guys. But if you know what those are, please tell us in the comments. There you go. It's all chopped. And like I said, on Monday, I will pull weeds, clean it up. We'll start planting other plants in there. We'll put in fresh mulch over a layer of new topsoil. It's gonna be fabulous. Another thing I'm gonna try to do, I did chop off some roses, and some of the fresh stems on there I am going to dip in root powder. It's the pink roses from over there. I'm gonna see if we can get some of those to root. I've never gotten a rose clipping to root before, so wish me luck.